there, Richard Matharoo here. How's things? I hope this video finds you well. I got a true story for you today. Something that happened to me just last week in Italy, that if you're a network marketer and you're struggling, you know, it's a tough game we play. No, pyramid scheme, scam, maybe no support from people around you who you thought would support you, you know, no time to build it like you want to, you can't find the solutions, maybe even thinking about quitting. If that's you, I want to give you a huge injection of inspiration, of motivation, of passion with this story of something that happened to me last week. I hope you'll stick around and allow me to teach you it and tell you it. There's a very important point to be made here for you as a network marketer. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So this happened to me just last week in Sorrento, Italy. It is one of my favorite countries. This was the fourth or fifth time we've been, the first time in Sorrento. And as I was sat there, I'll paint the picture for you. One of the first things we do after we unpack, because I'm really OCD, I'm like, we unpack first. And then when we unpack, we go and sit in our balcony, wherever we are, wherever we're staying. You want to see the view, right? We booked out a suite. So we have this amazing balcony and this amazing view. I opened these double doors and I looked and I was like with my wife and my daughter, and we just kind of stood there and soaked it up. And if I paint the picture, over on one side there was the sea. Sorrento is quite high up. It's like in almost in a mountain, then it drops to the sea. So you have this great view of the sea. And then sweeping over to the middle of my view was the terracotta roof tiles, and the sun was bouncing off them beautifully. And then over to the right a little bit was the center of Sorrento. You could hear the hubbub, I love that word, hubbub of people kind of just going about their daily business, families, you know, olive oil, bread, pasta. I was like, oh, I'm going to go out for dinner in a minute. And then over behind that was the mountains. Like I said, it's set in a mountainous area. It was breathtaking, really, really breathtaking. If you're into that kind of thing, you know, I mean, I highly recommend that you go there. And I was thinking, as I relate this to you in an important point, I was like, how did I get here? I don't mean like a train or a plane, right? I mean, how did I get here? Because not so long ago, I was failing miserably in this industry. 328 presentations, they were all no's in a row. I didn't have a single yes, over 3 different companies, and I just couldn't see how I could ever get to that point on that balcony. And that was my dream life. Like, this is my dream life. If I was to ask you, if your business does everything you hope it would do for you, what would a day in your dream life be? Think about what that would be. That balcony was it for me. Like, money in the bank, not worried about what we're doing, not worried about having to answer to anybody because I don't have a job. I've done this full time for a long time now. You know, being able to do things we want to do, create amazing memories with my family. I always wanted to go to somewhere like Sorrento, always wanted to be able to book a suite as opposed to the budget cheap room next to the airport. I mean, I was like, this is amazing. So I was asking these questions about how I got there. So I wanted to take inspiration, number one, from the fact that I was terrible at this industry. No one wanted to say yes to me. Everyone around me told me to quit, and I was going to fail, and it was rubbish, and I was embarrassing myself, and 3 different companies, I couldn't make any progress. And I think the problem that I faced was I was too busy trying to look for the end result. I was too busy trying to think about where I was and then the end result of where I wanted to be, and I wasn't really doing what I should have done, which is just believing more in the first step, in the next step, right? If I was to give you this as an example, it would be like, say, for example, I'm not very handy. Like, I'm great at teaching you how to make money in network marketing business. But if you was to ask me to, say, put a fence up around your home, I'd be like, okay, how long have you got, right? But if you gave me a set of instructions and all the right tools and the right supplies, I'm an intelligent human being. There's a reason we're the dominant species on this planet. I could take those instructions, and if I could calm myself down and not tell myself I couldn't do it because I'd never done it before, could I not go, okay, instruction number 1, mark out where the fence is going to go. Some of you are laughing if that's not the first step. I don't know. Okay, I can do that. I got the string, I got the tape measure, I got the spirit level, whatever I need. I can go and do that. Step number 2, dig out this many trenches for the post at this depth with this spade. Okay, I can get the spade, I can do that. So step by step by step, could I not complete that seemingly impossible for someone with my current ability? Could I not then overcome that task and get to the end result? Yes. But if you were to just show me, okay, here's a fence, go copy that, I would struggle to believe you. And this is the way I was being in my network marketing business. 328th no, Richard. Third company, Richard. No one wants to tell you yes. Everyone's telling you it's a scheme, it's a scam. Like getting on a balcony in a suite in Italy, living a dream life, man, that is just not going to happen for you. And because I had that attitude, what happens when we have that belief that it's not even worth trying? Well, we don't try properly. We're not open to the solutions. There was education, webinars, products, coaching around me all that time I was failing. But I didn't see it because I wasn't looking for it. It was there in front of my eyes, but I was scrolling past it. You know why? I didn't actually see it. See, you've got to be looking for this help. You've got to be open for it. And if I was to give you some advice about how you can take yourself and inspire yourself to do bigger and better things, it's just look for your next logical step. Whereas the biggest sticking point in your life and network marketing business right now? How can you just go some way, one step to solving that today? Is it seeking out education via a course or a webinar or something like that? Is it reaching out to an individual that you think holds the key to helping you? What is it? Only you know that. But you do know it if you were to sit there and think about it for only a few seconds. Just have that vision in your mind as something, yes, that's something that inspires you. But the best way to really get to that is by incremental improvements. Just believing in that next step to get that little trickle of belief and passion and go, okay, I've accomplished something. What next? What next? What next? And before you know it, you're on whatever your balcony is, looking at whatever your view would be. And I'd be very happy to hear that you did that. So I want to teach you some more. Okay, I don't like to keep these videos too long. I would love to sit down with you for a good hour or two and really like pull out of my brain the way this business should be built. Okay, not the 70-year-old methods that uplines and companies are teaching. I mean, 70 years. You do realize in the last 70 years, like the internet's been created, like the mobile phone, the personal computer, VHS has come and gone, right? I mean, yet we still think that we should build a network marketing business the way 70 years ago was. It just doesn't make any sense. So I want to teach you something called the Home Business Accelerator, and you can register for that free web class at richardmatharoo.com/YouTube. I'll be holding it any day now. I've got a couple of different times for you. You can pick your time that suits you best. Consume that information. Let's sit down together and go through how a successful MLM business is really built. It's free. You'll even get the slides of the webinar, and I'll give you a success strategy workbook, which are all free. Anyway, that's enough for today. I hope you found some value in this message. I hope you enjoyed that story that I shared with you. It's a true story, as all my stories are. As always, go create a day in a life that counts. Always have more desires and excuses. I hopefully catch you on that web class, and I'll definitely catch you in the next video. Bye for now.